you can start running any time of year. It doesn't have to be new year, new you. The 4 phases of running, the 4 stages of running, whatever you want to call it. It's that time of year, new you. Yes, I know. And we all make resolutions, don't we? And maybe you've got that resolution of starting running this year, but this video you can look at any time of year, not just new year, or you may be looking to kickstart that year. But please do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and also hit that alarm bell if you find this useful in some way, because what I'm going to go through is based on my running experience and life universe and everything, and maybe I'll impart some of that on you, some little light humor as we go along as well, and some serious stuff. So without further ado, let's go through the 4 stages of running. The first stage of running, as I'm out here at the Commandery in Worcester, is pain. Yes, I know, it's something we all have to go through. As they say, no pain, no gain. But the pain I'm talking about is only temporary, and how long this phase lasts is entirely up to you. I vividly remember my very first run where I barely got to the end of the street and was in a lot of pain. Not only pain in terms of my ankles, my knees, but also my chest. It felt really tight here, really tight, and I had to sit down and recap. But over a period of time, the pain not disappeared instantly, but it certainly came down, and I learned to go on and then move on to what I call phase 2 of running. Stage 2 of running, we've gone through the pain. We're now arriving in what I call the discovery phase, or experimentation, whatever you want to call it. This is where the fun really starts, because we're beginning to experiment and try new things, because we've overcome the pain, we've persisted, we've come through the pain, and we're now getting into the part where we're discovering new things. We discover that we can actually now run 5k from beginning to end without having to stop. We've learned some arts and crafts and skills where we can run a bit further, run a bit faster, and we're discovering, we're trying new things, we're experimenting with the shoes, experimenting with nutrition, experimenting with all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's that wonderful discovery phase, and this can go on for a long time, because a lot of us like experimenting and trying new things, don't we? A bit like going through the tunnel here, where all of a sudden the light has disappeared and there's all different new stuff. But we go along, we continue, we persist. So that's our phase 2, and like with other phases, this can go on for a long time, and some of us do like discovering and experimenting for many days, weeks, months, and even years. And often we can keep coming back to this phase because it is a fun part, isn't it? Yeah? But then we get on to phase 3, and this is where the serious stuff begins to kick in. Yeah. So you've battled through the pain, you've done your experimentation, discovery phase. Now you come to phase 3, which I call the progress phase. This is where you start smashing out PB after PB after PB, where you're beginning to progress and really enjoy your running. Yes, really getting into it, maybe even getting a bit too serious at times, but you're getting into it now and you're loving it. Sometimes we can regress back into the discovery phase and start experimenting with all sorts of stuff, and maybe even the pain phase where it becomes painful again because you're pushing a bit too hard. But this is the progress part. You're making progress and you're really getting into it and think, actually this is worth it, so I'm going to persist and continue with it, because it gets even better when you reach stage 4 of running. We now come to the 4th and final stage of running. You think, how can it get better than progress, really? Yeah. And for me, as I'm outside now, Worcester Cathedral, a place of religion, running maybe now becomes your true religion, your real religion, because phase 4 is the phase of what I call joy, absolute bliss. Every run that you do is an absolute joy. Whatever the weather, wind, rain or shine, you love it. You can't wait to get out each and every day to do your running. It doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be running every day. It just means that every run that you do is absolute pure joy. And this is the phase that many of us strive to get to, whether it be through the progress, the pain, the discovery, the experimentation, but we want to get to the joy part, don't we? And that's my 4th stage of running. So we all get there eventually, I think. Have you ever get to any of these phases? Let me know in the comments below. There you have it, guys and gals, the 4 stages of running, how I've described them here below. Have you gone through all 4 stages? Are you still in a certain particular stage? Are there other stages that you believe? Because this is an open discussion with us all. It's just my views, opinions, and what I've gleaned and learnt over the years of running, where we have different phases, stages as we go along. So I'd love to hear from you, as I said, in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this in some way, as the bells are beginning to ring here at the cathedral, if you have enjoyed this in some way, then please do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that alarm bell so you don't miss any future videos as we come out with this. But without further ado, I wish you a very happy new year, or whatever time of year it may be, because you can start running any time of year. It doesn't have to be new year, new you, because you can decide when you want to start a new you, and it can be any time of year, any day. It just so happens that the 1st of January is an arbitrary date that many people choose. Good, bad or indifferent, it doesn't matter. When you start, it's just good to start. So please do share this video, that all that you know, maybe some people may be looking to take up running, and I'd love to hear from you all. Take care, see you at the next video, peace out, bye bye.